Hello, my beautiful souls. Doris Victoria here. Welcome to your Soul Empowerment channel, where you get hints and tips and inspiration for your life, for yourself, for remembering who you are and why you are here. And I'm doing this out of service, out of pure joy and love for humanity. And if you're new to my channel, please help me grow my channel by subscribing. Help me by sharing my videos with people that you feel might resonate with my message. I would be deeply appreciative. So let's talk about our voice today. For those of you following me, you know that I'm traveling a lot, and I've just traveled to California, and when I'm on airplanes, I am always I am watching the titles of movies that are out there, and then I see what resonates with my heart. And this time I checked out the kids section, Disney, and I watched many movies, and I want to talk a little bit about the meaning of fairy tales, but it's not so much about the meaning that fairy tales have per se. It is the message that they give to us. And so many people, there was this beautiful scene in the Polar Express that was still playing. For those of you who know it, it's about that little boy that did not believe in Santa Claus anymore. And then he embarked on a travel to North Pole in order to meet Santa Claus and to meet the reindeers and to meet all of Santa Claus' helpers. And there was one moment that was really touching, and that was the moment when that little boy found a jingle bell from a reindeer of Santa Claus's carriage, and it rolled right in front of his feet. And he held it on his ear. And for those of you who know the movie, you know exactly which scene I'm talking about. I felt so inspired to talk about this. And I'm going to tell you why, because there is a big message for all of us in that. So he held the shell right on his ear and didn't hear anything. But he already knew that he had to believe in order to hear. So then he said, I believe, and he repeated, I believe, several times until it really came from its heart, until he could really say, I believe, with so much determination, with so much confidence. And then he held the shell on his ear again, and he heard the jingle. He heard the sound of the jingle bell. So why did this scene inspire me so much? For those of us who have been allowing society to condition ourselves and to take away the magic of life, because life is a magical experience. When we remember how magic we are and how many powers we have within ourselves, including the power to heal us, because we were the ones, for starters, that made us sick. So when we understand and remember who we are, when we were little children, when we came here, we still were believing in magic. Why was that? Because we haven't been conditioned yet by a society that, that consciously takes away all magic from the education systems, from colleges, from school, even kindergarten. I think it already, in my case, it already started in kindergarten. So there is an agenda behind the conditioning of the human soul. Children still believe in Santa Claus. They still hear other beings. They still hear the voices, the music of other planets, the music of the sun, the voice of a tree, the voice of a bird, the voice of a flower. Even trees, flowers, rivers, everything speaks to us. Everything has a message. And this is why those awakened people always say, the most inspiring advice you will ever hear, you will hear it in the forest with no other people. Because the advice you will hear comes from nature itself, from trees, from plants, from the beauty, God that is surrounding you. Because for God lives in all breathing beings, and trees breathe, plants breathe, we all breathe, even rocks. So when we are growing up, this believing in the magic of life, the magic of this powerful spirit that inhabits all of us, all of life forms here on earth, not only human beings, but as I just said, every life form, and when we are connected with this love, when we are connected with this spirit within, that's when we will hear voices. That's when we will understand our own heart speaking to us, our own soul giving advice. And as I said, we get conditioned and we lose the contact to the magic of life. Then we get conditioned to believe that we need to have a degree, we need to fight for having a good job, and then we need to have a house, and we need to have a family, and we need to have children, and then we need to climb up the ladder of success, and blah, blah, blah. All that model that is figured out for humans. That is not necessarily true, and more people are choosing to be free. They're choosing to not lose their autonomy, their freedom, their independence. And more people choose to live life without children, because many people that are coming to earth are those old souls that have been walking this planet many times, that know about how it is to be a mother or a father. They know what it is like to climb the ladder of success. We don't need all that anymore. We are looking for something different. We are looking for something deeper. We are looking for something that is fulfilling, but not fulfilling temporarily because it's something good from the outside, something that is fulfilling from the inside. And that fulfilling essence that we're all looking for is God, is source inside ourselves. So that little boy, when he decided to believe again, that's when he heard the bell. And then he got this bell, he lost it on the way home, and he got woken up by his sister and realized, oh no, this was all just a dream. It was all nothing but a dream. But then at Christmas Day, the shell, that same jingle shell, that same jingle bell that he found in that silver kind of bell, not shell, when I said shell, I apologize, I meant the bell, of course. It was in a gift box for him. And when he saw it, he knew exactly why it was there. And he held it on his ear. And he heard the sound of the jingle bell. And then his parents came, I remember. And they were like, oh, well, show me. And they took the bell and then they hold it at their ear. And they didn't hear the sound. Because those parents were conditioned and chose to believe in the truth of what society teaches people that is not the truth about life. So this is a short message that I wanted to share with you. I'm going to continue because there were so many more beautiful messages. But for today, remember, when you believe that there is spirit inside you, that there is like a deeper power, that you are an extension of source energy here on earth, that you are God. When you remember that, when we all remember, that's when we will be in touch with the other dimensions, with the other realms, and we will be able to communicate with, deceased people or our ancestors that are no longer walking the planet in physical form and yet they are still here. We will be able to talk to trees, to animals, to plants, to planets, to sun, to the moon. So continue if you haven't yet started to believe in the magic of life. And for those of you needing help with that, I had many clients telling me, wow, your coaching is magical. Why? Because I believe. I chose to believe again. And ever since I do, things have been changing and shifting. And it's not meaning that I'm no longer going through challenges. I still do. But the way I handle it is different now. The way I handle my challenges is different now. Because I know I got me. I got my back. I got my own self. Because I am so much more than this physical body. I am this amazing light, and so are you. So remember, beloved one, that the reason that you are here is to find the magic in your own self again. And when you do, that's when you will see it all around you. All my love, so much love for all of you. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.